Yeah, where's my gift card at, motherfucker? Welcome back. Next episode of ICG Grades. I'm back. Akiva's alive, although X is gone. We tried to fire Duel for his performance last week. We missed and we hit X. He actually had a pre-order in on the Duel's butt fleshlights and is off testing the early beta alpha.
Guys, I think we need more lotion.
We're out here with an old design. If you've been playing the game for a long time, you've seen this concept before, but I wanted to give it a spin for Alpha 20 and see if it still holds up. The one thing we've seen definitively in Alpha 20 is a shrinking of the meta. If you go back a few alphas, you know, there were a dozen or more really viable sort of meta builds. I think where we sit now at Alpha 20, we're down to, you know, 3 or 4 really competent popular ones, which is a shame. So it might be time for all of us to dust off a few of the golden oldies and see if some of these still track. The idea here is a simple one. Zeds are still kind of crappy when it comes to hopping up full blocks, so they gotta bounce and bounce and bounce, and you know that's just gonna be a slow slog. Up here we have a pillbox of sorts, bunch of SMG turrets buried up in there. We're gonna sit up top shooting down. The base itself looks pretty expensive, but the fun part is the interior of this is actually solid cobblestone. So it really is a sort of gooey center wrapped in a crispy shell. It's a lot cheaper than it actually looks.
Just like me.
It looks pretty cheap.
That's fair. I wasn't trying to make something that was going to be really expensive. I think this is a pretty reliable mid-game design if it pans out. As far as dimensions go, this is 20 by 20, but I think that's kind of arbitrary. It's really kind of a build-to-suit situation. What I was aiming for there was a center box that was going to be big enough to support a multiplayer group.
And what were you aiming for when you covered it in ketchup and mustard?
I was bored with the paintbrush.
That's fair.
Supplies needed. It's not bad. It's cobblestone. It's concrete. I think this comes out on the high side of maybe average. Thinking B+-ish.
I think it seems fair. This is about as big as it needs to be to get its job done compared to some of the other bases that get built. This is a reasonable footprint.
I would knock it down to a B because of the airlock you put in. And those hatches. That's 4 things of forged steel.
That's true. I think the hatches down here are kind of arbitrary. This is protecting our ammo supply and generator powering all the turrets. I suppose I can give a little demonstration of that.
You mean you aren't putting them right at the top of the
yeah, amazing. I protected the power source. Yeah. The hatches, yes, you probably want to go a little tougher when you've got exposed doors like this, and I think a 2-hatch setup like that is going to be pretty durable. However, if you wanted to save on those costs, you could do sort of the standard access tunnel, go straight down the bottom, come out, spit out 50 yards away, and do it like that. Build difficulty, it's not really gimmicky. You know, I had to do some wiring. That was the hardest thing. I was in and out of this in probably an hour and a half total, and that was with some design experimentation. I was futzing with a couple of different ideas, but this is cubes on a slab. Again, it's not difficult. I think reliably, if no one objects, we can say A. It's not, there's no challenge here.
It's a pile of rocks.
If you've played this game long enough to figure out how placing blocks work, you can put this together. Oh, here we go.
birds.
Oh, you know what would help is if I turned all the shit on.
Yes.
And here's where we blow all our ammo for the evening.
When was the last base where we had 5 people?
I don't know. Why you guys keep flaking out?
Oh, God, it's pinching! It's pinching!
Hey, that's the guy that flaked out.
Nah, I was legitimate, but the rest of you are just lazy.
A real host would have fought through the sickness.
Did you hear my little cutaway sections? Even the little bits, I sounded like ass.
I mean, is there a difference?
Oh, that's hurtful. I will say this step is predictably... They're bad at it. They're really bad at this. For all the cheese removal the Fun Pimps have done, they really don't have a Z answer to scaling staggered blocks like this.
Yeah, they can't seamlessly do the jump. They have to run around and then do their hop.
Alright, let's grab some 9mm. I loaded this base up with extra 9mm. Of course, that means the ammo total for tonight is going to be batshit insane.
I mean, we always say that and always wind up being like a C.
I think with turrets consuming 9mm at this rate.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Say what you want about the efficacy of the rest of the traps. Turrets are still very effective.
The thing that uses boatloads of resources is good.
Yeah,
That's it.
weird. How am I tired? Fatigued. Apparently I'm just sick and Davian shit.
Does that mean I'm the one who just put you out of commission last time?
Maybe. You were talking and I got fatigued by it.
It'd be like a very specific elegy that I put you on the ground, but you can put up with duel all day.
That's
Built up a tolerance.
yeah, it's tolerance. Just little doses of duel every day for 20 years. Hey, don't punch my walls.
Beating its X's job tonight.
Is it supposed to leak like this?
Oh
It's not
my
like real
god.
life.
I'm over here looking like, hey, I'm not even doing that bad on ammo, and one of these turrets is empty.
60 rounds left on B. 40. 20. 10. B guns dry.
Hop, you fat bitch!
X isn't here right now.
Is turning blue normal, or am I in trouble here?
This is, boring?
Yep.
Working pretty
Well, the
good.
turrets are doing an enormous amount of the work.
Well, that's true. Boring is always kind of an effective base design.
And we're at midnight and I'm still sub 400 rounds of ammo.
Yeah, that is not the case downstairs.
There's a reason you are.
Oh, hey, that's a few too many dudes here. I was down there loading and you guys got stuff halfway up the ramp.
Yeah, it all just kind of showed up at once there.
This is easy sightlines for Molotovs and shit too, so no complaints there.
Especially for you.
Yeah!
Ow!
Yes.
Ow!
I love to know that my work is appreciated.
I'm a giver. I'll even cuddle afterwards.
That is some bullshit.
Damn it.
Right into the fire.
Oh, Lord.
I'm a professional fister. You should know that. I fisted so many men, you don't even know.
Our entire audience is very well aware of that. I think there are people who have never watched a single one of our videos who are aware of your fisting pedigree.
They've just gotten it through cultural osmosis.
Yep. It's like, I've never played Pokemon, but I know a lot of Pokemon memes.
I know how to deploy my surprise Pikachu face.
Question is, does he know how to use the Gardevoir waifu?
Wow, that is a hyper-specific reference, and why am I not surprised? Ah, shit. That Nev knows which Pokemon are the most waifu-ish.
Is that tall, lanky bitch?
No.
Yes, but with a dress.
Does anybody have a moist towelette?
Yeah, the green one. Okay.
No, it's Pikachu with some lipstick. Duel's sexy Pokemon is just muck.
Yeah.
I thought it was Machamp.
Oh,
No,
it's good.
Machoke. You know why?
Oh, we are never going to get sponsored by Nintendo at this point.
Oh, but that was never gonna happen.
I could get taken down by Nintendo as a 7 days channel.
Yeah, we're not even playing Nintendo shit and they're gonna file copyright on us. Now,
give it the
Raid
full-
Shadow Legends, on the other hand, is a quality game that'll offer hours of enjoyment for next to no money.
They are never going to.
Nope.
Want to fight about it?
Why did you pop that demo on my stairs? What did that accomplish?
It was a little boring, so.
Duel.
And now it's a conversation. It's a conversation piece.
It's concrete. It's not gonna break. It's
Okay, good. I can do it again then. Next
no.
time we know.
Then it will break.
I got all the way back inside, and then I came up the ladder and went flying right back off the side.
Oh, good move.
Channeled my inner Akiva platforming skills.
You know why you gotta have my name in your mouth?
Hey, Duel.
Yeah.
Is there another
need
part
a
of you that's
fist ring.
having the mouth?
Don't know, would you? Okay, you guys are busy talking about fisting. I'm pretty sure Davian just offered to suck me off. How you doing?
Nev, just take it.
I'm trying there.
I was just firing a heavy machine gun. What's going on?
I don't know. You were trying to blow me, and X was beating it.
Is this supposed to burn like this?
Just, I'm so confused. And not just about what's happening. Wait.
Alright, let's do this.
Nope. Did we just clear the night?
I think we did.
I'm not surprised given the volume we were dealing with the whole evening. Well, you can see the base took a couple of hits, demos popping. Ahem. Revealed some of the gooey center there, but not too bad. This side's scratched up, this side is scratched up. That is really the most substantive hit we took, was right there, and then the digging along the outside edge, which who cares? The upper pylon here was never in any threat. We were never really in danger, so I'm happy with the results. For the durability score, then, I think we can take this home as an A. I'm really happy with the performance. I think this held up really well. The repair work here is minimal and would not take very long at all.
It's hard to even tell that this was fought on, except for the piles and piles and piles of loot.
Are the players in danger? I think really definitively no. Acid was the only real substantive problem we had for the evening, so maybe for that I'll take it down to an A-, but we were never in danger of dying or anybody running in zero or going face to face with the Zeds or being overrun.
The fact that X wasn't here definitely helped that too.
I mean, sure, that probably bumps us up a full letter grade in and of itself.
Does anyone have a mop or a bucket, hose, something?
Are the Zeds controlled? I think this gets an A because it forces them to jump these stairs. They do that and they're really bad at it. Really bad. I think that's probably one of the glaring spots the Fun Pimps haven't been able to address. Resources used before we get to the really heinous grade. Gas for the evening, 110. So, A. That's nothing. I can find 110 gas in my couch. I don't like this next score, though. I don't want to talk about it. I think we can just call it here. We're good.
D, let's go home.
D, let's go home. Exactly.
Yeah.
Ammunition. For the evening, I used 673 rounds. Nev?
869.
Davian?
2089.
And Duel.
557.
That gives us a grand total of 4,188 rounds. Davian, how much junk turret ammo did you use?
About 1250.
So 4,100 plus 1,250. I think that still firmly leaves us in B territory with 4 people. I'm pretty content with a B on the ammo grade. I think we can call that.
What about turret ammo?
I don't know what you're talking about. What about turret ammo?
How much turret ammo did we use?
Some turret ammo was consumed. I'll put it like this.
How much turret ammo?
14,400 rounds.
Jesus Christ.
She's a bit of a drinker. I'm just gonna put it like that. She's not a cheap date.
So where that must put us into the fail.
By a lot. Yeah. Yes, by quite a bit. So that puts us at over 18,000 brass rounds used for the evening. I think that's pretty definitively an F and easily our highest ammo consumption for Season 3 to date. I think it is a case of you get what you pay for. It fails on ammo, but I don't think it's going to fail overall. That much brass ammo is expensive, so I think that pushes this towards more of an endgame base. But as endgame bases go in terms of construction materials, this is stupid cheap. So there is a little bit of a give and take there. If you have the brass to spend and you want to use turrets, they did a remarkable job of cleaning this little pyramid off. And, you know, this is a quick one to string together if you're in a rush and trying to build something else. Cheese. I don't see any cheese here whatsoever. I think we're clear on that. Baked potato. Chance to patch, unless they pull turrets out. I don't see that going out anytime soon, or if they somehow figure out how to make Zed's skill full block steps like this, which I think if they were going to do that, they probably would have done that at some point in the last 9 years. So again, no. Final grade. Obviously, the ammo consumption here was atrocious, but everything else was pretty solid. It was cheap to build and it performed really well, both in terms of player safety and its overall durability. Net total on that, with that ridiculous level of ammo consumption, I think this sort of shakes out in the C range.
C-.
But it lands there with a bit of an asterisk, I think, because if you're at an endgame stage where you're not having issues with brass, you got a lot of Duke's tokens, you're not spending anymore, that kind of thing, I think this is money well spent in terms of brass. So you can kind of shut your brain off with this many turrets and then you're done. Coming up next week, you can see that giant tower over there. We gonna do that. Don't tell them what it is. We're gonna do that though.
It's my penis.
Wait, what about my penis? Oh,
Your penis doesn't work, remember?
My penis doesn't work. I forgot.
Wait, what? When did we just land on Duel's penis doesn't work?
My penis didn't work. You remember?
Oh.
You remember?
Okay, sure.
Remember?
And we're calling it there. As always, thanks for watching, everybody, and we will catch you next time.
Davian, your turn.